National Mission for Enhanced Energy Efficiency. Enhanced Energy Efficiency. Enhanced Energy Efficiency. NMEEE. NMEEE. Okay. So, National Mission for Enhanced Energy Efficiency. Third is National Mission for Green India. National Mission for Green India. Okay. This is popular in the name GIM, Green India Mission. Green India Mission. The fourth is National Mission for Sustainable Habitat. National Mission for Sustainable Habitat. Which is popular in the name of NMSH. Okay, NMSH. Then the fifth one is National Water Mission. National Water Mission, NWM. The sixth is National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, NMSA. Okay, National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. Then the seventh one is National Mission for Sustaining Himalayan Ecosystem. National Mission for Sustaining Himalayan Ecosystem. National Mission for Sustaining Himalayan Ecosystem. And the eighth one is National Mission for Strategic Knowledge. National Mission for Strategic Knowledge for Climate Change, NMSK, National Mission CC. So, these are the 8 national missions. Okay? These are the 8 national missions under National Action Plan for Climate Change, and this was launched in the year 2008, and these are, the first one is National Solar Mission, the second one is, the second one is National Mission for Enhanced Energy Efficiency, the third one is the National Mission for Green India, the fourth one is the National Mission for Sustainable Habitat, the fifth one is, National Water Mission, the sixth one is National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, the seventh one is National Mission for Sustaining Himalayan Ecosystem, and then the eighth one is the National Mission for Strategic Knowledge and Climate Change. And this is, right, this is the basis on which India has started claiming before the world that we are doing better in comparison with many countries. Over and above these national mission, right, very ambitious NDC, nationally determined contribution. Okay. So, this is the basis, NAPCC plus India's NDCs, nationally determined contribution, is what is making India feel, okay, what is making India feel that we will have, right, we will have contributed more than what is expected out of us, okay, what is expected out of us. But let me just put it like this, when it comes to National Solar Mission, when it comes to National Solar Mission, okay, NSM. So, we launched this, we launched this in the year 2014-15 with a target, that within 7 years, we will achieve 100 gigawatt electricity generation through solar power, Okay. So, now this period is coming to an end in this year, we are in the last year. Okay. Now, if you ask me till December 2020, how much is the achievement? I have already told you, approximately 37 gigawatt already commissioned. How much is the achievement? 37 gigawatt already commissioned, meaning now we are generating 37 gigawatt. Okay. For another 36 gigawatt, installation in progress. So, not commissioned, it is not functioning, but in various stages of establishment, that is what. And for 19 gigawatt, we have, right, we have already tendered, we have invited the tender. So, definitely we will not be able to achieve the target, it seems, it appears, but even then we are hopeful. Why? Because it took a lot of time, okay, it took a lot of time in initial days to increase, and you know why? One is technology, the other is money. Presently the biggest problem with solar energy is what? Per unit cost involved. Even today if we see, there is a difference, we can generate electricity at a cheaper cost if it is thermal, if it is generated by thermal power station, coal based thermal power station. Are you getting it? So, we are accelerating the pace of research for technological breakthrough when we are able to lower the cost as far as per unit generation is concerned through solar power. But then India, right, but then India will be the world leader. Why? Because we are one among the tropical country with longer duration of sunshine. So potential is very high, right? Potential is very high. And this is the reason why when it comes to, you need to understand that developed countries are in high latitude. Developed countries are in high latitude where the potential of solar power is not that great. They are more focused on wind energy, nuclear energy, a small hydel power plant, biogas, but their focus, because they know potential is. So this is in tropical belt, and in tropical belt in Asia and Africa, in particular South America as well, we have to play the leadership role, right? We have to play the leadership role, and India is playing the leadership role. I hope you must have heard about, India played a leadership role in the establishment of International Solar Alliance, okay, ISA, International Solar Alliance, okay, International Solar Alliance. And recently, right, recently two very important initiative of ISA, International Solar Alliance, and this, for this India is playing a leadership role. One is World Solar Bank, World Solar Bank, and second initiative which has been coined by our Prime Minister, One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative. One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative. One is World Solar Bank initiative. Okay, World Solar Bank initiative. Okay. So when it comes to World Solar Bank initiative, the name itself is indicative. Do I have to tell you what is there within this initiative, World Solar Bank initiative? Okay. So basically this has proposed, establishment of a bank to cater need for dedicated this will be catering the need for dedicated window, financing window. It will be like a financing window. Financing window for solar energy projects across members of International Solar Alliance. So what is the one reason for slow progress as far as ISA is concerned? That they don't have money, because initial investment is huge, maintenance cost is huge, so they need some fund, and the non-availability of fund is constricting the growth of solar power projects timely completion, and this is how India has coined that let's go for a world solar bank, and this bank will create the dedicated financing window through which we can fund solar energy projects across the members of International Solar Alliance. Okay, International Solar Alliance. And recently the Prime Minister also has said, right, Prime Minister and also has said that this financing should be, right, this financing should be low cost financing. So the cost of rate of interest should be very low, low cost financing. We need to create that low cost financing, and should be favorable terms for solar projects. So you need to understand this. Okay. And one thing which I would like you to understand here, that see, electricity is a vital input in production. So the process through which we generate electricity, if is costly, then the cost of production will be high. If the cost of production will be high, then product cost will be high. If the product cost will be high, then it will move out of pocket of many, so consumption will be low. If the consumption will be low, then economic growth will be slow. So you need to understand the cycle. So very correctly, India, which is playing the leadership role at ISA, International Solar Alliance, which is the alliance of tropical countries, where the potential is very high as far as solar power is concerned. This net zero by 2050 target can be achieved if ISA members contribute significantly. Namrata is asking, is this ISA under NSM? Come on yaar, ISA under NSM कैसे हो सकता है? ISA is International Solar Alliance, NSM is National Solar Mission. National Solar Mission बता दिया पहले ही आपको कि what is the target and what is the achievement. But when we are telling the world that we are doing better than what is expected from us, ISA is also a part of that related to solar energy. I told you, no, 7 years, National Solar Mission, 7 years, starting from the financial year 14-15, 100 gigawatt solar power generation was the target under National Solar Mission, and the achievement I have told you, by the end of December, we have 1.5 years more with us. But this is what is the present status of this National Solar Mission. Even with only 37 gigawatt commissioned, 36 gigawatt under progress, installation under progress, and 90 gigawatt tendering, and 8 gigawatt we have not even tendered. We are hopeful that we will achieve this target, because the technological breakthrough. So the pace with which we have commissioned the first 36 gigawatt was slow, but now we have the success mantra, we have the technique. So now when we have the technique, installation will be quicker. This is what is the hope. But we are playing a lot of, we have a lot of potential for solar energy. And India has taken the lead role for International Solar Mission. And within the International Solar Alliance, two recent initiatives is, one in the form of World Solar Bank initiative, and the second is, One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative, right? And when it comes to One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative, okay, so just write down one line, and I will explain. Just write down. This One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative aims to create an interconnected green grid, interconnected green grid that will enable solar energy generation, in regions with high potential and will facilitate its evacuation to demand centers, Okay. So, what is the idea, right? What is the idea under One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative? That see, some of these countries, their requirement is less and generation is more. And even the potential of solar power is more. So, how they will be benefited if we have one grid? So, if we have one grid, since it is the cleaner and the greener way of generating electricity, so let us generate and use this interconnected grid between the countries to evacuate the power to be used where there is deficit, right, where there is deficit. I hope you know that, abhi jaise rooftop. So, what is even at ALS, we have this campus at Shalimar Place in Delhi. One proposal came that you install solar power, at your rooftop. Then we asked that since large area is there, so what we will do? Because initial cost is huge, they said you will get subsidy and the surplus will be put on the grid, which will be used by others, and you will get an entitlement of that much quantity of electricity to get from grid free of cost. So, let us say that in the evening, let us say that during some season when the sunshine is not there, even then we need electricity. So, we will be entitled to consume that much quantity free which we were able to put on grid. So, that is what we have to do at global level under International Solar Initiative, International Solar Alliance, this initiative One Sun, One World, right, One World, One Grid. So, if interconnected grid is there, then generation in the region with high potential, and it will also facilitate evacuation to demand center where there is a bigger demand, greater demand. At that center we can evacuate if interconnected grid is there. So, very correctly our Prime Minister has coined this term One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative, right, One Grid initiative. But presently, the problem is which we are facing, this is on account of, this problem which we are facing is on account of this what to say, because this is less, money is not there with us much, and I hope I have already told you that Green Climate Fund, the world, the developed countries have committed that by 2020 there will be an annual flow of 100 billion US dollar for developing countries to switch over to greener, cleaner way of production. I would also like you people to know that when we are saying, if we see India's emission intensity of India's intensity of GDP, India's emission intensity of GDP. Okay. So, in 2014 itself, it reduced by 2014, it reduced by 21% over 2005 level. And now we have to make an assessment how much further we have been able to reduce India's emission intensity of GDP. You understand emission intensity of GDP? Okay. Emission intensity of GDP. What is emission intensity? How much we are emitting for 1 unit within our GDP. Okay, that is what is emission intensity. Let us say that our economy is a 3 trillion US dollar economy, let us say. So, for $1 of our GDP, how much we are emitting? That will constitute the emission intensity. So, you just see, with whatever steps we have taken 2005 to 2014, in a period of 9 years, we were able to reduce the India's emission intensity by 21%. Okay. So, that is something which you should remember. So, one of the mission under 8 national mission is NSA. Now, when it comes to the second mission, okay, second mission is NMEE and E, National Mission for Enhanced Energy Efficiency. Okay, National Mission for Enhanced Energy Efficiency. Okay. So, the name itself is indicative, no? What you understand by efficiency? What you understand by the word efficiency? The word efficiency means what? Better input output ratio. Okay, better input output ratio. So, what we are doing right now, that our industries in particular, otherwise all other economic activities in general, they consume more energy in comparison with energy efficient mechanism of production and manufacturing. So, under this national mission for enhanced energy efficiency, what we want? We want to minimize, we want to reduce energy consumption, and we want to reduce the energy consumption not by reducing the production, but by improving the energy efficiency. Okay. So, under NMME, what it talks? It talks about mandating, we want reduction in this energy consumption. We want reduction in this energy consumption, and particularly in large energy consuming industries. This we want everywhere, but this reduction we want particularly in industry. Which are in the category of large energy consumption. and we want, right, we want mandating energy, we want reduction in energy consumption, not with ill impact on production, but with improvement in energy efficiency. Okay, with improvement in energy efficiency. And if you ask me, I will give you an example. Forget about anywhere else. You just see, all of us, if you see the end use wastage of electricity in household, and in household these days, some sensitivity is there. But when it comes to public places, when you go to office, if you are working in some public sector or even in private sector, you will switch on the AC, centralized AC, even when less number of people are there, light is switched on even where it's not required, fan is operating even when it is not required. If we use LED, lesser will be the consumption, many devices. So you need to understand how much is the wastage. So this NMEE is basically about energy efficiency. Okay, energy efficiency enhancement. We want the efficiency is about input output ratio. Okay, input output ratio. And इसमें अभी हमारा पूरा का पूरा फोकस जो है वो पैट स्कीम पे है. The focus is in PAT scheme. What is PAT scheme? Perform, achieve and trade. Okay, perform, achieve and trade. Okay, so we are, right, we are incentivizing, right, we are incentivizing. PAT scheme. And PAT scheme का ना, when results we have, you know, completed cycle 1, then we completed cycle 2. Cycle 1 was for 2012 to 15, cycle 2 was from, you know, 2 was from 16, 17 to 18, 19 for 2 years. Then cycle 3 was 17, 18 to 19, 20. So cycle 3 भी complete हो चुका है इसका. Presently cycle 4 is under implementation. Okay, so perform, achieve and trade. Okay, perform, achieve and trade is the focus area under this national mission. Okay, focus area under this national mission. The third mission is, okay, the third mission is about or rather Green India mission or national mission for a Green India. Okay, so under this we have 2 targets. Okay, number 1 target is, right, number 1 target is we want to increase forest cover and tree cover. We want to increase. And how much should be the increase? How much should be the increase? The increase should be of 5 million hectares. Okay, 5 million hectares. So we want to, and now we have learnt, right? Now we have learnt what? That REDD plus. So if we are able to increase, we will get financial incentive as well. So Green India mission, 1 is increasing the forest and tree cover by additional 5 million hectare land we want to bring under forest and tree cover. And we also want to improve the quality of existing forest. Improve, right, improve quality of forest. And under this, you know, we want to improve the quality of how much forest cover? 5 million hectare forest cover. The quality which has deteriorated, degraded forest, we want to improve the quality of the forest. So total under Green India mission is how much? 5 million additional land to be brought under forest cover, and another 5 million hectare, we want, you know, to improve the forest cover. So this is about, you know, this is about Green India mission. Okay, this is about Green India mission. और इसमें बहुत सारा काम कर रहा है, which we will see. what all we are doing. Then is, right, then is National Mission on Sustainable Habitat. National Mission on Sustainable Habitat. The fourth one, okay, Sustainable Habitat. Under this, right, under this our focus is urban planning में क्या, our focus is urban planning में एनर्जी इफिशियंसी को इंक्लूड करना है, इनकॉर्पोरेट करना है, ओके. देन ऑटोमोटिव फ्यूल इकोनॉमी स्टैंडर्ड्स, ऑटोमोटिव फ्यूल इकोनॉमी स्टैंडर्ड्स को स्ट्रेंथन करना है, इन्फोर्समेंट को. आई होप यू आर अवेयर, BS, Bharat Stage 6 norms came under enforcement from 1st of April 2020. We have skipped the Stage 5 norms. Okay. So that is what is National Mission for Sustainable Habitat. इसमें हम ग्रीन बिल्डिंग का कंसेप्ट ला रहे हैं, ग्रीन बिल्डिंग्स का. इसमें हम प्राइसिंग मेजर्स, pricing measure to encourage purchase of efficient vehicles. So electric vehicles पे सब्सिडी देते हैं. You know very well that same vehicle, if on petrol engine and diesel engine, then we are charging, right? Then we are charging more price for diesel engine, because we know that burning of diesel as a fuel will be more polluting in nature in comparison with petrol. But in comparison with fossil fuel, if electric vehicles are there, then there will be no pollution or very less pollution. Okay, so that is what we are doing under this national mission. So a smart road, smart road, too many things we are doing under this national mission, चाहे smart city हो, चाहे smart transport model हो. Okay, so all these will fall under this national mission for sustainable habitat. Then the fifth one is national water mission. National water mission. And I have already talked about this in geography. Okay, so I don't think that there is a need for me to talk more about it. Here the focus is on water conservation. I have already told you that India accounts for only 4% of the global fresh water, but we account for more than 18% of the world population. By now our population is 1.39 billion. 139.5 crore, and 2/3 of our fresh water is consumed by agriculture, where the water use efficiency is less than 40%, meaning wastage is so much. So a lot of focus is on water conservation, a lot of focus is on improving and enhancing the water use efficiency. Okay, a lot of focus is on monitoring the groundwater levels, aquifer mapping, capacity building. Okay, capacity building, augmenting the capacity of state and citizen for water conservation. Okay, and so on and so forth, right? So on and so forth. So like that, okay, like that. This is what you need to remember: National Water Mission. So can you just write down? Can you just write down few points? Just write down under National Water Mission. Focus on monitoring of groundwater. Focus is on monitoring of groundwater. Second is aquifer mapping. Third is water quality monitoring. Fourth is water conservation. Fifth is basin level integrated water resource management. Okay. So, this is what is under National Water Mission, and everything I have told you, if you can recollect. Okay. I have told you that what is the problem with water as a fresh, water as a natural resource in India. I have drawn this: demand exceeds the supply. Okay. And as far as demand is concerned, what can be done about demand? We can moderate the demand. We cannot reduce the demand to bridge this gap, and we can increase the supply. And how we can increase the supply? Rainwater harvesting, we can watershed management, recharging the aquifers, catch the water where it falls, preserve, prevent wastage, and so on and so forth. And moderation of demand, then I told you the entire focus should be to increase the water use efficiency. And how we can increase the water use efficiency? Promoting recycle, reuse, water metering, water footprint, all these things we have talked. So, National Water Mission is one of the 8 missions. Okay. Then is National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. Okay. Though many things can be said about this National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, but if I have to capture in few words this national mission, okay, so one is definitely enhancing food security. This is about enhancing food security, enhancing food security. Okay. And how we can enhance the food security? When our, when the food grain production will increase, and then there is no problem in the distribution system, when the prices are under control, yet farmers are earning, then only no increase in the production. Okay. So, enhancing food security, and how we can enhance food security? For that we will have to make agriculture, right, agriculture more productive, sustainable, okay, remunerative, and climate resilient. Okay. So, more productive means what? Per unit production, meaning yield should increase. And how the yield will increase? Technological breakthrough. But, right? So, but when we want technological breakthrough, it should not be based on too much use of chemical fertilizer or by using hybrid variety of seeds. And even if we are using these in optimum quantity, so that minimum ill impact is there on human health, soil health, environment, other species. Okay. So, enhancing food security, we will have to make agriculture productive, sustainable. What you understand by sustainable? What you understand by sustainable? Sustainable means, right, sustainable means that it should, it should not have ill impact on environment, other species, soil health and human health as well. That is what is sustainable development, no? Then remunerative. Now this is where you must be aware that this government talked about doubling the farmer's income. Now the question is, doubling the farmer income in comparison to what? What they were earning earlier and what they are earning now, that is what you mean by doubling? Or doubling the farmer's income means, whatever is the input cost, double then that should be the cost of produce when they are selling the produce. Sad part of this story. In India, nobody cares for farmer, no government till date. With the exception of, Nehru and Lal Bahadur Shastri, I would say. Because in their list of preference and priority, agriculture was very high. Today, we want to serve the farmers through lip work. It will not help. How much is the agrarian distress in India? We can evaluate with one thing. No farmer in India want their children to get into farming. No farmer want. Under compulsion. Otherwise, if they have the opportunity, they want their children to get into government service. They want to get their children into private service. They want them to do some business. They want to do some other profession, but not farming. That speaks volume about the agrarian distress which is there in this country, and we are becoming blind towards it. Many times what is happening, that we say that, farmer suicide. How much is the farmer suicide in India? Nobody knows. Because who is record keeper for such cases? National Crime Record Bureau. But National Crime Record Bureau will register and, will make an assessment of farmer suicide on the basis of what? On the basis of, right, on the basis of FIR. And when FIR is registered, which mention that it's a farmer suicide, when the person who has committed suicide is having some farmland in his name. So if wife has committed the suicide, that will not be a farmer suicide, even though the wife is working in the agricultural land owned by husband, and because of debt trap which the family got into, if the wife committed suicide, it will not figure in our documents and record as farmer suicide. And whole debate in India will be that farmer suicide is increasing or decreasing. It's almost like government of India making a statement in the parliament that during the second wave of COVID, nobody has died on account of shortage of oxygen. See, the insensitivity of the government at center and government in states as well, and no party is an exception, but bigger responsibility is the responsibility of government of India. How can you say? So on what basis government has said that nobody has died on the account of shortage of oxygen? On account of shortage of oxygen? Because what government of India, no state has reported any death. And on what basis states have not reported death? They have not reported death because no hospital has reported death to state government as death on account of shortage of oxygen. These people who are working in government, in which world you were in the month of April and May, when there was long queue in front of hospital? Hospitals were not able to accommodate and accept people because there was no bed available, oxygen bed available. People died outside hospital, on road, in their house. But since, their death has not happened inside hospital after admission, that will not be reported by hospital as death. This is the biggest problem which we have. We know how to play with statistics. हमें numbers के साथ खेलना खूब आता है. Different estimates are there. Forget about this. I don't think anybody is there in India. All of us, I feel, this is my personal opinion, all of us have suffered personal losses. Somebody known to us in our friend circle, within our family, from among our relatives, from among our colleagues, have died during second wave of COVID. This is my personal, everybody is knowing at least someone from among their relatives, from among their friend circle, from among their colleagues with whom they are working. If you are a student, from among, your friends. And then very conveniently, state governments and finally the government of India made a statement inside the parliament that there is no death on account of shortage of oxygen. This is the highest degree of insensitivity. At least you should accept that yes, there was, too much burden on health infrastructure, and we could have definitely saved many lives had there been proper supply of oxygen and adequate availability of beds. You just see, silence. Kerala Chief Minister is silent, every day. Yesterday also 31,000 plus cases reported from Kerala alone. We need to find reasons. We cannot, Kerala cannot come up with this, that, first wave and second wave we were able to manage well. Yeah, हमारा जो tracking है, that is better. Testing is higher. That is why we are able to find out cases. All arguments, logic can be accepted, but the fact remains, for many days the state is reporting many cases of COVID. So ये जो policy है on ground through which we are fighting COVID needs review. That is the way. So ये जो remunerative है, ये component of National Mission for Sustainable, I will place that this is the weakest. इसको बहुत strengthen करना होगा. Okay, then only this mission can be successful. And climate resilient, this is again a very important component within this mission. Why? Because we know the rate at which warming is taking place, more changes in climate. So we need our agriculture practices to be more climate resilient, meaning even if there is heat extremes, it should not impact the production. Even if cold streams are decreasing, even if, those areas which are prone to flood, in future they will be prone to high intensity flood. So we should design and develop some variety of seed which is water resilient, and so on and so forth. Okay, so National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. Then National Mission for Sustaining Himalayan Ecosystem. National Mission for Sustaining Himalayan Ecosystem. National Mission for Sustaining Himalayan Ecosystem. Okay, so under this we are saying that continuous assessment will be there. So continuously assessing the health, ecological health of Himalayan ecosystem. Continuously we will be making the assessment and evaluation of Himalayan ecosystem. Okay, and then we will enable policy for its protection and so on and so forth. But let me just put it like this. ये mission भी again is not implemented on ground the way it was conceptualized. The kind of deforestation which is taking place in Himalayan region. And what is the prime cause? हम infrastructure develop किए जा रहे हैं. Digging, dredging, cutting mountains, cutting trees and forest in Himalayan region, hydel power projects बना रहे हैं, hotels बना रहे हैं. अभी हम उत्तराखंड में 4 धाम, highway बना रहे हैं. How we will justify that? Already I hope you all have seen through social media the videos which are becoming viral, what kind of landslide is happening in the Himalayan region. To the sustaining capacity के beyond जा रहा है tourism, and we will have to design complete different form of tourism in Himalayan region. Low impact tourism को promote करना होगा. Flash flood, landslide, dam burst, so frequent these days, and it's only and only because of the mad race which we are seeing in the name of infrastructural development in Himalayan region. There cannot be justification for, any justification for ये जो हम 4 धाम के लिए हाईवे बना रहे हैं, अरे सिंगल लेन रहने दो ना, रेगुलेट करो ट्रैफिक को. How can you dig and dredge so much? How much, and you can say that we have taken clearance from Ministry of Environment. We know that how the clearances are given these days. We know that how things are being managed behind the curtain. Already the state of Uttarakhand, abhi humne dekha, revenge tourism after many days of lockdown, when cases started coming down in Delhi, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, large number of people from these states planned holiday in hill stations. And surprising thing, when they were being interviewed, what was the common statement coming from them before the third wave? We thought we should go and, enjoy life in hill station. We have seen horrible, very scary gatherings on the streets of Shimla, Kulu, Mussoorie, and most other Himalayan hill stations. So we need to understand this national mission for sustaining Himalayan ecosystem. इसमें थोड़ा सा हमें rise करना होगा above politics and low impact tourist visitation तो करना होगा, because that is where the potential, but low impact tourist visitation. Okay, so that is there. And the last one is national mission on strategic knowledge for climate change. Okay, and this is where, in India, the world is definitely doing many things to improve their knowledge, enhance their knowledge, strategic knowledge related with climate change. But within India, we are also encouraging climate science as a discipline. We are also, forming knowledge network among existing knowledge institution engaged in research and development. Okay, and this is how we are doing environmental science as a discipline. We are popularizing, and within environmental science, climate science is what we are, making most sought after paper. So that is what we are doing in the name of National Mission on Strategic Knowledge for Climate Change. You will find that large number of scientists, climatologists, environmentalists, they have been included in the 3 working group under IPCC, and they are contributing significantly as far as compilation of preparation of 6th assessment report is concerned, right? As far as 6th assessment report is concerned. So on the basis of, we have discussed about India's NDC, nationally determined contribution, and these 8, right, these 8 national action plan on climate, these 8 national missions under national action plan on climate change. On the basis of this, we are telling the world, but the fact is that we are doing much more than what is expected from us. We are telling the world, though we are not the part of problem, yet we will be the part of solution. Okay, but one fact remains that till now India has not committed, for net zero emission. It's no more, till now it's not the part of this coalition. Okay. So this is all about climate change. Everything we have discussed about climate change, what the world is doing, what we are doing in India, very important topic, COP26, Kyoto Protocol, Paris Climate Agreement, INDC of India. Okay, so all these things are very, very important. All these things are very, very important. So with this, I will wind up the session.